Suspicious activity by military planes over Utah the day Charlie was assassinated. Summary based on primary sources, including reporting by Candace Owens, at Real Candacio, Stu Peters, at Real Stu Peters, John Cullen, Anna Escobar, Andy Liu, Jimmy Dore, John Aaron Bray, at Joan Aaron Bray, and various independent flight data analysts. On September 10, 2025, at approximately 12:23 p.m. MDT, Charlie Kirk was fatally injured in the neck while speaking at an outdoor campus event at Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah, as part of the American Comeback Tour. Approximately 3,000 people attended the event under clear skies with a large crowd gathered around the outdoor stage and tent setup. Reporting on aircraft-related claims and scientific theories. Alternative reporting has widely discussed aircraft movements on or near September 10, 2025. These include Egyptian-registered government or military-linked aircraft, such as tail numbers including Su-BTT, at or near Provo Airport in the surrounding days, with some analyses claiming pattern overlaps involving Erica Kirk's travel. These were tracked via open-source ADS-B and flight radar data shared across independent channels. We are only talking about military planes that left the military air base, not private planes. This is critical. Every plane here focuses exclusively on military or military contractor aircraft departing from established military air bases or operating under military programs. No private jets, no civilian charters, no personal aircraft are part of this discussion. The focus stays locked on U.S. military and contractor ISR intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance platforms and foreign military-linked government aircraft. U.S. contractor or military ISR platforms, specifically Bombardier Global 6500 jets associated with programs such as Hades, Axel 10, N1098L, made extreme low-altitude dips. Independent flight data analysts using public ADS-B feeds documented these aircraft descending from normal cruise altitudes of tens of thousands of feet down to as low as 200 to 600 feet AGL above ground level. At the same time they slowed dramatically to 115 to 118 knots, speeds far below what these high-performance business jet airframes normally maintain on any routine flight. One such pass occurred approximately 3 hours before the event, around 9:15 a.m., flying a track directly aligned with the UVU campus, Utah Lake Corridor. A second pass came roughly 25 minutes after the incident, around 12:48 p.m., again following the same corridor. These altitude dips and speed reductions have been repeatedly flagged by multiple independent trackers as highly anomalous for the aircraft type. Global 6500s are long-range, high-altitude platforms designed for efficient cruise. Dropping to a few hundred feet while slowing to near stall speeds is not standard commercial or even typical military transit behavior. John Cullen's open-source analysis of these tracks highlighted possible drone release capability from the ISR platforms. Andy Liu documented the specific N1098L and related Global 6500 flight paths with screenshots and altitude graphs showing the sudden vertical changes. Stu Peters covered the broader military and special air mission patterns, including links to Fort Huachuca and timelines that overlap the event window. Candace Owens and Anna Escobar examined the Egyptian military-linked aircraft movements in the days surrounding September 10, noting their presence at or near regional airports that support military operations. Jimmy Dore hosted discussions drawing directly from these researchers, emphasizing that the low-altitude behavior of the military ISR jets remains one of the most frequently cited anomalies. Additional independent Substack writers, YouTube channels, and X accounts continue to share the raw ADS-B data, radar plots, and interpretations limited strictly to military aircraft operating from military air bases. No private plane activity is included in any of these primary analyses. Aircraft-related claims continue as public scientific theory examination drawn from open flight tracking data. The reported extreme altitude dips of the military ISR aircraft remain one of the most frequently highlighted anomalies. John Aaron Bray's scientific theory, high school level breakdown expanded. John Aaron Bray, at Joan Aaron Bray, is an independent researcher with a background in body armor work who performed detailed frame-by-frame forensic analysis of the publicly available video and still photographs from the September 10, 2025 UVU event. His theory centers on the Rode Wireless Pro transmitter, the small wireless microphone pack clipped to Charlie Kirk's shirt, as the origin of a single internal energetic event. In the simplest possible terms any high school student can follow, imagine Charlie is wearing a thin jersey knit shirt. Clipped to the front of that shirt, right over the upper chest, sternum area, is a small rectangular wireless microphone transmitter, the Rode Wireless Pro. It is held in place by a magnetic clip. Right next to it is his necklace. When you slow the video down frame by frame and use optical flow software, the same kind of pixel tracking tools originally developed at places like MIT, every visible motion starts at that exact spot on the chest, the microphone pack itself. Here is the sequence Bray maps. The microphone pack suddenly moves first. A burst of expanding gas or light smoke appears near the collar and neck area. The shirt fabric pushes outward from the inside, right at the location of the pack. The necklace snaps at the links directly below the microphone and flies upward and over his head in a clean right-angle trajectory. Fragments from inside the microphone, the circuit board with its distinctive blue solder mask and the battery become shrapnel. One of those fragments strikes the neck, creating the fatal injury. Bray's point is that everything, the shirt deformation, the necklace failure, the gas release, the collar lifting, and the neck wound, originates from one internal energetic event inside the microphone pack. It is consistent with either a battery thermal runaway, the battery overheating and bursting violently, or a tiny micro-energetic device, micro-shaped charge hidden inside the battery compartment. A shaped charge is a small amount of explosive material formed with a metal cone so that the energy focuses into a narrow, high-speed jet instead of exploding in every direction like a regular bomb. Bray compares the principle to the modified pager and walkie-talkie devices used in the 2024 Lebanon attacks, devices that looked ordinary, contained only a few grams of material, and still produced directed, deadly effects. In his analysis, the microphone case fails, the internal components launch across the chest, the expanding gas accounts for the rapid shirt movement, and a fragment from the exploding microphone itself produces the neck injury. He purchased an identical Rode Wireless Pro unit, opened it, and showed that the battery and circuit board sit exactly where the optical flow, epicenter, maps appear on the video. The blue soldering pattern on the circuit board matches what is visible under the shirt collar in multiple camera angles. The battery shape matches the magnetic clasp outline. Once the case ruptures, those pieces travel on trajectories that line up with the observed shirt collar lift and the neck wound. Professional broadcast audio from a Canon EXA55 camera roughly 46 meters away further supports a separate low-frequency event originating at the stage itself, distinct from any distant rifle report. Bray's full video explanations, including the linked reference and his longer deep dive streams, walk through every frame, every pixel cluster, and every physical force acting on the shirt, necklace, and microphone. In short, the neck injury was a fragment from the exploding microphone. Nothing external struck him from a distance. The entire sequence, motion, gas, necklace, shirt, and wound, started inside the shirt at the road pack. The AES factory explosion in Tennessee, 1 month later. Exactly 1 month after the September 10, 2025 event, on October 10, 2025, the Accurate Energetic Systems AES explosives manufacturing facility in McEwen, Bucksnort, Tennessee, suffered a catastrophic series of explosions. 16 workers were killed and several others injured. Approximately 24,600 pounds of explosive material were present in Building 602 that morning. Roughly 23,000 pounds detonated, deflagrated, or burned. Debris was thrown more than 700 feet. The blast registered as a 1.6 magnitude seismic event and was felt more than 20 miles away. AES manufactured commercial and military energetic products, including cast boosters. After independent researchers and online communities began publicly connecting the dots between the UVU microphone analysis and the specialized explosives knowledge required for a micro-energetic device, the AES plant went boom, just like the microphone. The timing, the nature of the facility, and the sudden destruction have been widely noted in the same alternative reporting circles that examined the